just about ready to go. And starting in this one, number 63. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, he's definitely had his struggles so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that's a little bit high. And we're underway.
1-0.
That one finds the zone. And the count even at 1. And that's too high. Next offering is fouled back. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Lindor goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, right side. O'Neill pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Juan Soto at the plate and takes high there. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. That hits the dirt. 2-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Look out!
Take your base.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Pete Alonso. There's the strike. Two outs. Just missed.
Low.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Coming around third is Soto. He will score.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here's Jesse Winker. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too.
Fought off foul. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. First and second, 2 outs. Jeff McNeil stands in. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Alonso on second. Winker on at first with 2 down. Just missed.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Pitch misses. 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Left-hand hitter waits. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And misses inside. Luis Torrens waiting to hit for the Mets. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive. Line to left, and that is that. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and our pitcher tonight, number 52. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jackson Holliday, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that's in for a strike. Check swing, and he went. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1 and 2 is the count.
And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted.
Right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Outside low, and it's 1-0. Inside, just missed. Tied up here in the early going. And another ball.
3-0.
That's in there, and it's 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Laureano comes up to hit. There's a strike.
One and one.
In the dirt. And that one fouled off. Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Runner at second, 2 down. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. All tied 1-1. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-0. Just missed.
That's a ball.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That's inside, and that's ball two. Man at first, one away. That's out to center field. Mullins settles under it. Two away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Now here is Brandon Nimmo. Caught looking his first time up. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And a breaking ball misses outside. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. That's in for a strike at 95, and a count 1-2. In the air out to center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now two aboard.
Now batting,
Here's Francisco Lindor. Flied to right his first time. And that one fouled off. Swinging a foul out of play. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and two.
In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners. Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! In comes the run from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Big RBI for him right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now it's Juan Soto. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Orioles 1. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
That one missing inside.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's outside.
No, that's out.
Now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Tyler O'Neill. That misses.
That's the ball.
And that is ball 1.
1-0.
Cowser leads off second with nobody out.
Hoo-yah.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2's the count.
And that one is inside. Breaking ball misses down and away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Next to hit, Cedric Mullins. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Mullins needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
First and second here, no outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Now a slow roller to second. Baden throws to first in time. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Jacob Stone,
ball, no strike.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. That's to third. Boots it. One runs in. throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Well done. Drives in the run. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit, led off the game with a strikeout. First offering, runner goes, cut on and miss.
0-1.
Throw, and they got him.
You can see they're continuing to try to apply pressure on this pitcher who struggled a little bit, but the problem is you get caught right there, you're helping him out. You're giving him an out that he struggled to get. You want to maintain those base runners. Let some of those guys coming up to the plate that got some pop, can hit the ball in the gap, drive in a couple of more runs.
Two outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one hooked foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. First pitch misses.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's a ball and a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
2-2.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. That clips the corner. Pitch misses inside, and it's 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner at first with no outs here. In the dirt, full count now.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position. I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Alonso over at first with one away. And a base hit right there. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
First and second, one out. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
One out. Runners at first and second. Pitch misses. And now 2-0.
2-0.
That clips the corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Too low, and it's
down.
ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with one gone. In the air to left center. Cowser sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman Ronnie Mauricio.
And now Ronnie Mauricio. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And now they're out front. It's 5-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball.
That's outside.
There's a swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Tomoyuki Sagano getting ready to go. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 5-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Set for the bottom of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike. And that's in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Henderson.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Doubled in his first AB. Not even close there. And that's ball one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Next offering misses, and that's ball two.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Swings through that one for strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Orioles 2. Tomoyuki Sagano will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 19.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Center fielder Brandon Nimmo.
And first offering is fouled off. Sagano, in his rookie season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Oh and 2 now. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Francisco Lindor. In the air, left field, down the line. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, right fielder Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And takes low for ball 1. Nimmo takes his lead at third with 1 away. And that's off the inside edge. And the count now 2-0.
Ball out.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball four to a board.
Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Fouled off down the right side.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Outside low. Now 1-2. Runners at the corners, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Set down on strikes. And a big sigh of relief from the mound with that called third strike.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. Ripped on the ground to second, onto O'Hearn. And Winker is set down. And that is the inning. So they strand a pair. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 5 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Baltimore, John Chami and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ramon Laureano. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Ball one there.
Ball.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1-2.
And the next pitch is way outside. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first, and Laureano is retired.
Now batting, left fielder, Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Missed with a changeup. Going to count 1-2. Upstairs.
Ball, that's high.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground to third. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Oh, I think the key, I mean,
Now
if he can
batting,
get through
right
one more
fielder,
inning,
Tyler
anything after that, a hitter or 2 is
O'Neill.
bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, bases empty. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one
1-0.
misses, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Inside.
2-1.
And a count 2-1. High fly ball out to center field. Nimmo has it sized up. Corrals it. And that is that. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mets,
We go to the
the
top of the
designated
5th,
hitter,
and now the Mets
Jeff
DH,
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil. Sagano back to work. Just
Ball.
missed.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again. And he hits a ground ball right side. On to O'Hearn. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. O'Hearn right there to make the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right
Third
there. I mean,
baseman,
that pitch was
Ryan
right
Lucio.
down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Mauricio
Ball.
at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that
1-1.
time. Swings through that one.
1-2 is the count.
On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're still out in front 5-2. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
There's a strike.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base,
0-1.
but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities.
Ball.
It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That one at 95 missed up top, and a count 2-1. That's inside.
That's it. Ball.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field, way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He circles the bases, his 14th of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3. Ziggy, that's a special one. His 100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers. Pretty impressive.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Jacob Stallings now. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one not close. Ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Up the middle. Lindor tosses to first. They get the out on Stallings.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
So the batting order turns over. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Clay Holmes, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 51 warming up as well. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
That's down.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. And that skips in the dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. First pitch just misses.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a
runner takes off. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. That one's in there. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Holliday on third. Westburg over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The 0-2. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. Wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 52 departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for New
Clay
York.
Holmes gets the
Number
call from the
35.
pen.
And this is an important
Clay
part of this
Holmes.
game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Tried to check his swing, appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. That one misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And it's fouled away. Right down to shoot, and it's 1-2. And that's outside.
2-2.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you
Now
what,
batting,
pitcher and catcher
the
on the same
center
page
fielder,
right now.
Brandon Nimmo.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And it's gone. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-3. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at bat. You watch him from the on deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One out, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. That one to first, O'Hearn. And he handles it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Now
Not allowing it to
right
stay
fielder,
in the head,
Juan
but going to
Soto.
work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Juan Soto. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 6-3. Back here in Baltimore, well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ramon Laureano. That's in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And this one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now here is Colton Cowser. In the dirt, but kept close.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And Laureano in scoring position. Off the mark there.
Outside.
And it's 2-0. Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor on to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
He caught it behind his back, and that's a great play for the out. And now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a ball.
There's the strike.
2-1's the count.
And a foul ball. Two now. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Jacob Stallings next at bat for Baltimore. Two outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped in the air, left field, Winker. And that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Gets the call, and the count 1-1. That's down and in.
2-1.
And that is out of play. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Alonso aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And now Jeff McNeil. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
That's a ball.
And there's a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And downstairs.
No, that missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips to second. That's 1. Onto O'Hearn. 2. Nothing doing here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 6 and the Orioles 3. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the Orioles catcher, Jacob Stallings. Holmes goes 6 feet 5 inches, 31 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2011. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman,
Second
Jackson
baseman,
Holiday.
Jackson
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Holiday.
That's inside. 1-0. Fouled off left side. The Orioles trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later
Now
on, but it's
batting,
still
third
important to
baseman,
execute it to
Jordan
perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one popped in the air, left field. Nimmo ranging after it. Makes the catch, inning over.
Now pitching.
So
for
a
the
new arm out of the
Orioles.
bullpen for the Orioles, Brian Baker.
Number 43.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the catcher
Leading
comes
off
up
with
to
the
hit.
Mets.
Luis
Catcher,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Just missed. Way
That's
inside.
That's a ball. Ball.
You got this.
Hey.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Very close
Now
off the
batting,
outside
third
corner.
baseman,
Could have easily been
Ronnie
called a strike
Mauricio.
in that location.
So up next, Ronnie Mauricio looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt that 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and important swing of the bat.
That's a strike. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Foul ball. Oh, he hit him.
Check your base.
And that got him pretty flush.
Up next for the Mets.
First and second,
baseman, Brett
no
Beatty.
outs. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. There's a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Hit in the air, left field. Mullins puts it away. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder Brandon Nimmo.
Ball one
that's
low.
down. Ball.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the 8th. Nimmo tries to check his swing. Now look to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Fouled off. He was late. Two on, one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Up next for the
Now
Mets,
up to hit
shortstop
Francisco Lindor. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Ball.
Torrens at second. Mauricio at first. 2 out of the inning. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Strike him out.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. One run across, rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings
Now
home
batting,
2. That ball was
right fielder,
drilled.
Juan
106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
So runner at second, 2 down. Soto digs in now. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Tied him up inside with that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's in the dirt.
22.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at second. Here's a rocket out to left. And base hit. Lindor zipping around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 9-3.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Baker gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching
Andrew
for the Orioles.
Kittredge gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number
Coming on to face a
39.
righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And that's down and away.
1-0.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stallings pulls it down, and that is that. So they get 3 runs, only 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Orioles 3. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Ryan Stanek up and loosening in the pen. Number 51 also throwing.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. That one
Ball
misses.
Take your base.
So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. 1 for 3.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Ramon
So,
Laureano.
man aboard. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1-0.
And another ball.
That's the ball.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in for a strike.
You got a full count.
And that one ripped into right. He's there. He's got it. Out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Colton Cowser.
Cowser.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1-1.
That's way outside. And 1-1. Henderson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Outside low. 2-2.
2-2. We got a full count.
In the dirt. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And the Orioles leave 1. Still way back. It's 9-3. And we're back. We go to the 9th. And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. That one
that's
close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Bautista getting cranked up as well. That one pushed foul. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
To the right side, Holiday. On to first, and Winker is set down.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Jeff McNeil.
So now here's the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil. First pitch misses.
Outside. Ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
1 down, base is empty.
Ball.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torrens.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 1. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul.
Ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And now it's even up.
2-2.
And that
Nope.
just
Ball.
misses.
Count is full.
In the air, left field, Cowser sizing this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
So 2 away with nobody on. And here is Brett Beatty. And first offering is fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
In the air, left side. Cowser under it. And that's the third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the 9th and into the box for Baltimore,
right
Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Holmes back to work. That one fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins.
Mullins.
Swinging a foul straight back. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob.
So it's their last chance in this one.
Stallings.
And here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. A little bit low.
No, ball.
And another
2-0.
ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one finds the zone. 2-1 now.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And your final 11-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.